Hello, welcome to Amazing Guy TV. This is Rovan. So, in this video, we're going to talk to you about finding purpose in life and meaning on it. So, what is the meaning of life? This is the question that has been asked throughout history and one that we don't know the answer yet. So, most of us don't know the answer if we don't know what is the real purpose in life. Some people believe that life is all about finding our purpose and fulfilling it. Others believe that life is simply a series of experiences that we go through, and it's up to us to make the most of them. Regardless of what you believe, it is important to think about what you want to achieve in life. What are your goals and aspirations? What makes you happy? Once you have a good understanding of what you want, you can start working towards achieving it. So there is no single formula for finding your purpose in life. It is a journey that is uniquely to each individual. However, there are some things that you can do to assist. First is it is important to get to know yourself more. What are your strengths and weaknesses? What are your values and beliefs? What inspires you to be the best that you can be? Once you have a good understanding of who you are, you can start exploring the world around you. Try new things and step out of your comfort zone. Be open to new experiences and new people. Ask yourself questions and listen to your heart. So, why do you need a sense of purpose? You're probably wondering why you need a sense of purpose, something that we often take for granted. We know that it is important, but we don't always understand why. If you want to feel fulfilled and happy, then understanding the role of sense of purpose in your life is crucial. First off, let's talk about a sense of purpose can leave you longer and happier. Studies have shown that people who have a sense of purpose are healthier than their peers who don't have one. In fact, according to research conducted by University of California at San Diego School of Medicine and published in Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, having a sense of purpose can reduce a risk of early death by 45%. That's right, people with a sense of purpose live longer than those without one. So number one is decide to change your life. You are the only person who can change your life. Nobody else is responsible for making the changes you want to see in your life. You may have heard that it's not possible to change yourself, but this is not true. The fact is that you can change your life if you want to, and there are many ways to do so. The first step is changing your life is deciding what kind of life you want to live. Think about what makes you happy and write down the list of things that you want to do. Now think about what kind of person would be living such a day and write down their characteristics as well as their goals and values. Once you have this information, it will be easier for you to identify ways in which your current behavior does not match with these characteristics or goals. Once you have identified some areas where your behavior needs improvement, make plans for how to achieve those changes. Have realistic expectation about how long it will take for you before these changes become permanent habit rather than temporary resolution that fade away over time due to lack of motivation or other unrelated factors. Start by asking yourself some questions. What do I want in my life to look like? How do I want people to perceive me? What kind of person do I want people to see me as? Or what kind of person do I want to see myself as? Then consider why things are important to you. Number two is identify why you want to change your life. If you're feeling lost or confused, or if you want to change something in your life but aren't sure where to start, it can help you to identify the reasons why you want to make a change in the first place. You might be stuck in a job that doesn't make use of your strengths and talents. Or maybe you've holding on something bad habits that are holding you back from reaching your new heights. Whatever the case may be, identifying why you want to make a change will help you guide your decision making process as well as to keep you motivated along the way. If you're like most people, you want to change your life because you are unhappy with the things are going. Maybe your job has become too stressful, or maybe you don't feel like the person you want to be. Maybe there are too many distractions in your life, or maybe you just don't feel like your relationship are fulfilling as they could be. Maybe it's time for something new. Maybe it's time for a fresh start, a new outlook in life. But where do you want to start? How do you know what changes will bring you about the results? Number 3 is your life purpose is a journey and not a destination. It's important to understand that your purpose isn't something you can figure out overnight. It's something that requires time and patience, and it's something that will change you as mature. Your life purpose is an ongoing process of discovery that lasts for your entire lifetime. It isn't something you can find in one fell swoop or by focusing on one specific area in your life. Instead, it comes from looking at the big picture and seeing how all the parts of your life fit together into one cohesive whole. In order to figure out what your life purpose is, you have to think about what matters most to you. What gives your life meaning? What do you want to accomplish with your time on earth? What experiences do you want to have? Where do these things come from in your life? What makes them special to you? You can't just choose to have one. Your life is something that develops over time as you live. So being aware what makes you happy and fulfilled is the key to finding your life purpose here on earth. Number 4 is pursue your passions. Your passions are things you love and do that make you feel happy and fulfilled. They can be as simple as reading a book or as complex as building a website. The important thing is that when you're doing something out of passion, it makes you feel alive. It's something that makes you want to get up in the morning and go after it. Even if no one else ever know about it or no one care about it and about the outcome. When pursuing your passions, you're also more likely to be creative and innovative because of how excited you are and inspired you are by what you are doing. You don't have to do anything fancy or complicated. You just need to start doing what makes your heart sing. Number 5, surround yourself with positive people. When you're feeling down, it can be easy to surround yourself with people who are also feeling down, but this is not the time to do that. Instead, try surrounding yourself with positive people. It's amazing how much better we feel when we are around people who are inspiring, who makes us feel good about ourselves and our abilities. And even more amazing, how much better we feel when we can do that for others. If you want to find your purpose in life, it's important to surround yourself with positive people. The best way to do this is by being a positive person yourself. It's easy to feel like complaining about your job, your money problems, or family drama is normal. But it's not. If you're going through something tough and can't seem to find a way out, try talking to someone who will listen without judging you or trying to fix things for you. Your friends and family are usually the best people to turn to when you're going through something difficult. They will be able to share their own experiences and offer advice that will help you. 6 is do what makes you happy. It's a simple concept, but also one that can be hard to master. When you're busy taking care of your family and working up in a corporate ladder, it It can feel like there's not enough time in a day to do all the things that brings you joy. And sometimes when we are feeling overwhelmed or stressed out, it can be tempting to just focus on what needs to be done instead of doing something that feels good. But if we don't take time for ourselves, we risk losing sight of why we're doing all these other things in the first place. The truth is that happiness is not something that comes from outside sources. It comes from within. And if we don't take time for ourselves, you have to remember who we really are. We may find ourselves missing out on some really awesome opportunities for growth and this self-discovery. 7 is embrace your creativity. When you're looking for a purpose, sometimes it's helpful to look back at your childhood. Did you love reading? Or you always more interested in building things? Did you spend hours on the floor playing with dolls? Or did you like to play outside with your friends? Did you have a special talent like singing or drawing? If something from your childhood that made you feel most alive, then consider that when you're trying to find your purpose in life. Maybe it's writing poetry or making jewelry, or maybe it's something entirely else. Either way, there is no one path that will work for every person. There's no path. The goal is to discover what makes you happy and enthusiastic about life. Number 8 is live your life with significance. Life is like a story. Your life is the story you tell yourself about who you are, what your purpose is, and how you got there. But some stories are important than others. The purpose of your life isn't just to live another day. It's to live the best possible day you can, every day, and for some of us, that means changing the world in some way. Whether that's making an impact on our local community or changing how people think about something globally. The good news is that you don't have to be famous, rich, or special at all to make an impact in this world. You just have to decide what matters most to you and then start doing it. Even if no one else sees what you're doing as significant or meaningful. It may sound cheesy, but here's my advice. Find your story and live it with significance. We all have our own unique stories and journeys through life. But we also share many of the same experiences. We've all been born. We've all have families and friends. We all feel fear or heartbreak, joy, love, and excitement. But how we react to these common experiences is what makes us unique. We all have our own reasons for being here on earth. Some people want to change the world, others just want to leave their mark on it. Some people want money, others want fame, still they're longing for more happiness for themselves and their families, and that's okay. It doesn't matter why you're here, as long as you are making the most of your time here by living with significance. I think it's important to make sure that the things you do in life and the people you choose to be around make a difference. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day of life, the deadlines and obligations that seem so urgent. But when we take a look back at our lives as a whole, it becomes clear that those everyday things aren't nearly as important as what we can do with our time on earth. So think about what matters most to you in this world. What would you like to make a difference? What would you like to do to make a difference? What make your life matter? What could you do to make other people's lives better? And how can you make sure that your decisions today will lead you towards those goals? My dear friends, the most important thing is to find what brings you happiness and fulfillment in life. For some people, this means a career that is stimulating and challenging. For others, it may mean being stay-at-home parent or pursuing a hobby. There is no single right or wrong answer. The important thing is to find what works for you and makes you happy, and living a life worth remembering and significance to other people's lives.